Hello everyone and welcome. We are discussing calendar and this is the second video. In this we will talk about the concept of odd days. I have told you earlier, before attempting any problem related to this topic, we need to understand some concept, some fundas that are there. So one of them is odd days. Now see, what are odd days? From a given duration, if you extract all the complete weeks, then remaining days left are called odd days. Or if you divide the given duration by 7, then the remainder obtained, is also called the number of odd days in that duration. For example, if we have a duration of 10 days, so I can see in 10 days there is one complete week and 3 extra days. So these 3 extra days are called odd days. So in a duration of 10 days, number of odd days are how many? 3. Now this is one way of calculating it. Other than, what you can do, divide the given duration by 7. The given duration was 10 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7. Remainder obtained in this process of division, the remainder obtained is called number of odd days in that particular duration. For example, if I want to calculate number of odd days in the month of January, we know in January month total days are 31. So duration of January month is of 31 days. So divide 31 by 7. 7 fours are 28. The remainder obtained will be the number of odd days. So I can say in the month of January, number of odd days are how many? 3. Okay. Now let's talk about one more example. Now suppose if we want to talk about number of odd days in an ordinary year. Number of odd days in an ordinary year. In an ordinary year, total number of days are 365. So duration of an ordinary year is of 365 days. So divide this 365 by 7. 7 5s are 35, 15, 7 2s are 14, 1 is the remainder. So I can say in an ordinary year, number of odd days are how many? 1. Similarly, if you calculate number of odd days in case of a leap year, in leap year there are 366 days. If you divide 366 by 7, in that case the remainder obtained will be 2. So in case of leap year, number of odd days are 2. And this 52 will give you the count of total weeks. So in an ordinary year, total weeks are 52. Okay, please write it down. Now let's move on. So this is the count of number of odd days related to months, as I have told you earlier. See, if you talk about the month of January, right? January, total number of days in the month of January are 31. So if you divide 31 by 7, remainder obtained is 3. Hence, number of odd days in the month of January are 3. Similarly, total number of days in month of March are 31. 31 when divided by 7, remainder is 3. So in the month of January, May, July, August, October, December, total number of odd days are 3 in every month. If you talk about February of normal year, in the February of normal year, total number of days are 28, and if you divide 28 by 7, a remainder obtained is 0. So in the February month of normal year, total number of odd days are 0, whereas in case of leap year, total number of odd days are 1. Similarly, in the month of April, June, September, November, each month contains 30 days. 30 when divided by 7, remainder obtained is 2. So in each of these 4 months, number of odd days are 2. We already calculated number of odd days in case of a normal year or ordinary year, and finally we already know that in a leap year total number of days are 366. If you divide 366 by 7, remainder obtained is 2. So in a leap year, number of odd days are how many? 2. Kindly write it down. You can pause the video and note down everything. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now let's talk about number of odd days in case of centuries, like in a collection of 100 year, 200 year, 300 year, and so on. If you talk about 100 years, in 100 years there are 24 leap years and 76 ordinary year. OY stands for ordinary year. Why 24 leap years? Because in case of 100 year, 4th is leap, 8th is leap, similarly 12th is leap, and the final leap year is 96th. The year 100 is not leap, because the year 100 is a century, and in case of century we divide by 400. The number 100 is not divisible by 400. That is why the year 100 was not a leap year. Hence, in 100 year, 24 leap years are present and 76 ordinary year are present. In every leap year, number of odd days are 2. We just calculated. And in every ordinary year, number of odd days are 1. So, in case of 100 year, total number of odd days will be 24 into 2, that is 48, plus 76 into 1, that is 76 only if we add them. 70 plus 40 is 110, and this will become 124 odd days. Now guys, we know that odd days is the remainder when a particular duration or number divided by 7. So if you are dividing a number by 7, then remainder can never be more than 7. So number of odd days should not be more than 7. If in any case you got number of odd days more than 7, then divide that quantity by 7 again and write down the remainder if it is less than 7. Now in case of this 124, if you divide 124 by 7, then remainder obtained will be 5. Hence 124 odd days are equivalent to 5 odd days. Hence in 100 years number of odd days are 5. Kindly write it down. We need to memorize these. We have to memorize these because odd days is a very important concept. I hope guys this is clear. Okay, so I'm erasing this now. So we already know that number of odd days in 100 years are 5. So in case of 200 years, number of odd days should be 5 plus 5, which is 10. I already told you that number of odd days can never be more than 7 because it is the remainder when you divide a quantity by 7. In any case you get number of odd days more than 7, in that very case divide the quantity obtained by 7 again and write down the next remainder. Now if you divide 10 by 7, remainder obtained is 3. Okay, similarly if you calculate number of odd days in 300 years will be 1. And number of odd days in 400 years will be 0. Why? Because in first 100 years 5 odd days, in second 100 year 5 odd days, in third 100 year 5 odd days, but in the last from 301 till 400, number of odd days gonna be 6. Why? Because the year 400 was leap itself. The year 300 was not leap. Okay, the year 400 was leap because 400 is divisible by 400. That is why in case of 301 till 400, number of leap years gonna be 25, hence 6 odd days. And if you solve this, if you talk about this collection, so this collection will comes out to be equal to 21 odd days. and 21 further divided by 7 will give us 0 remainder. Okay, kindly write it down. So in 100-year number of odd days are 5, in 200-year number of odd days are 3, in 300-year number of odd days are 1, in 400-year number of odd days are 0. Thank you.